Hey everybody, welcome to the free video. This is John, and we are headed into another fairly active earnings week. Last week, of course, was kind of the big week. We had the big names, the Facebooks, the Amazons, the Googles, etc., etc. And as we head into this week, you have what I would call the slightly second tier yet equally volatile names: Priceline, Tesla, etc., etc. Now, the one development that's happening this week that's different than last week is that we're seeing oil breakdown. So this is USO, and you can see here that we're just in a little bit of a nosedive here. Now, the last time this happened, this did spill into the stock market and actually caused a pretty significant sell-off. So that's a little different environment going into earnings this week than we had last week, and something we want to keep in mind. The two that I've been watching the most are Tesla. Now, Tesla came out today and said, hey, we finished the merger with Solar City, and so that's causing all kinds of havoc on the stock. As I've talked about with this one, the short interest on this stock is at near record levels, and so it can make this earnings very, very, very interesting indeed. And then, of course, Priceline is always fairly volatile. Now, Priceline does tend to follow Expedia, and we can see that the Expedia, what happened with Expedia is that it did sell off and kind of gap down day one. So we had where we had the close. We had the close 118.27, and then after earnings, the close was 116.65, meaning it gapped down hard and then rallied. Priceline actually tends to do the same thing. So we're going to be doing some specific strategies based on that scenario. Okay, and then from there, the other thing to keep in mind is that the stocks that are the easiest moves here have been after the fact. After a stock has good earnings, it tends to keep on going. Okay, and that's something that we want to keep in mind, and that's what we're going to be diving into this week. Okay, so we have for our earnings class, which we did in 4 sections. There's 1, 2. These are done. Those were a lot of fun. This day was, I would call, easier than this session. But this session ended up with some pretty interesting things after the earnings came out. This one, all the earnings did exactly what we thought they would do. This one, we had things that were a little different, but we're able to make some quick adjustments and hold some into this week, which was a lot of fun. So we've got the 3rd session coming up and the 4th session coming up. Now, in the 3rd session, some of the stocks we'll be looking at is EA, FSLR, Race, and ZG. There's also some other companies that we're going to be looking at. Plus, we're going to be setting up pre-orders for Tesla, Priceline, Herbalife, etc. So that'll be a lot of fun. So if you would like to sign up, and of course you can already, you can also do the. So if you're just seeing this, you're like, wait, I didn't even know about this. You can still get the recording of these. So you can either just kind of say, all right, great, I'm going to try this one, or I'm going to try this one, or if you'd like to get all of them, it's kind of like buy 3 get 1 free, kind of like that. But just go to simplertrading.com/secrets. You'll be all set up and ready to go. The next class starts Tuesday afternoon, 2 o'clock Central Time, and then that'll carry over into Wednesday. So we initiate the trades on Tuesday, we manage them on Wednesday, and then Wednesday afternoon we initiate the next set of trades and manage them on Thursday, which will be a lot of fun. Okay, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you at the next update.